It's 5 months ago. It's 5 months ago since I've been here. And I always wondered where my little mini REM pod went. And it looks like I've left it behind me the last time. And 5 months later, it's still here. But it's flat obviously, but it's safe. I didn't know I left it behind. But anyway, welcome to another video, folks. I have been sick and haven't been able to get out, and I thought I would push myself today, and here I am back at the school. It's been a popular location actually on this channel, going to this school. There isn't a whole lot of history. It's a school in a coastal town, coastal village in County Donegal, and the school was built around 1958, so there isn't a whole lot of history. Yet there is bits and pieces of activity, whether it is spirit or spirits of the natural environment, I don't know. But here is the school. Small little tiny village school. An ideal location, you know, when it's not raining and stuff like that. But you know, I thought I'd come back here again, just to ease myself into things. There is a little shelter over here. And the same on the far side. It's a storage area. I'm going to keep this as raw as I can. I was going to go live on YouTube right now, but I actually forgot my phone. So at least I have my camera, so we'll just keep it simple, folks. Keep it simple. Not making any massive claims about this place, like poltergeists or demons, but we do have a little bit of activity that is part of the paranormal, and sometimes it's those little pieces of paranormal events are subtle things, you know. Here is the loo, the bathrooms. It's similar to the far side. You know, you've got a cloakroom. There's probably girls and boys, both sides. And you've got 2 classrooms. And one of these classrooms has actually kitchen equipment and stuff. So, I'm going to get set up. Going to listen around for a little while. Then we do a little bit of ITC later on. What we have is a REM pod here. Another one between the two classrooms, and then one over there on that bench at that classroom there. That bench wasn't there the last time I was here, so it could have been taken in from the shed outside. But one of the reasons this would make a great house is because you got that beautiful view from the windows, you know. And it's a very, very quiet location. You just hear the odd car passing, and that is it. Just put the raincoat over in the middle of the floor there. Is there anyone here today? Can you make a noise to let us know that you're here? If you can knock on a surface, let us know you're here. It's just a car passing. I've got 3 bells here, little black bells. You can use those to let me know that you're here. I don't mean to invade your space. Just came to communicate and get a better understanding of your dimensional world. I heard some creaking on the wood on the floor, but that could be because I'd just been walking on it, it's settling back. If that is you, can you make that noise again? Can you knock on a wooden surface like this? Just heard a knock there. Thank you. Not saying it's paranormal, it could be a floor settling after being walked on. There's an airplane flying overhead. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring out a spirit box, the robbers, the crappy looking robbers that I normally use. I have a number of different robbers, but this particular robbers is the one that I use the most, and it's the one that I seem to get the most responses. Along with that, I will put on a gauge meter that measures radioactive radiation gamma rays in the atmosphere. Right, let's see what's happening here. Don't know which one that was. If that was you that rang the bell, can you ring the bell again for me, please? It could have been the one in the hall, it could have been this one. Can you ring the bell to show us that you're here? They won't harm you. And I won't harm you. I'll just put this camera here. What the hell was that sniff? Checking. It's not my clothes. And I know I done that, but there was some other sound. There was some other sound along with it as well. I don't know if I picked that up on camera. I'm gonna go over here and lean on this. Can you knock on the surface to let us know that you're here? There's a little tap over there, but and again it could be the floor. Can you touch any of the black bells? I'm going to move you over here, folks. Can you use this radio to speak to me? Can you find a way to speak to me? With words. Do you remember me from last time? Can you tell me how many purposes here? Help me. How can I help? Can you tell me how I can help? If you need help, so you say help me again, please. If you can say help me again, I can confirm that this was not radio. That it was you that asked. So can you say help me again? Can you tell me how many is here, please? Two. What is your name then? Did I hear Eric?
And it's still big.
Definitely heard two. Is it okay for me to be here? I have 3 black bells in this building. If you can hear my voice, can you use those bells to let us know that you're here? Like this. to stay or leave? Are you a spurt? If you're a spurt, can you say the word spurt for me, please?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Are you a nature spurt? An elemental?
This will be record.
If you're a nature spurt, can you tell me what kind of spurt you are? I'm going to turn this off for a second. Thought I was hearing footsteps, but what was happening was the sound from the radio was vibrating the table. It's a wooden table with a metal top on it, probably used for science purposes, but it was causing a little bit of a vibration there, and it was actually freaking me out there for a second. It was making me a little bit uneasy. But we can go into the other room again and see if we can get any communication through the REM pods, seeing as we did have one of the REM pods going off, and it possibly was this one here, but it could have been anything, I don't know, do you know? So I'm going to bring it back in here again. I have a wide angle lens on today, so you know, it takes up most, it can show most of the room, if you know what I mean. if there's anyone here, can you use that black bell in the middle of the floor? Can you come over and touch it and let us know that you're here? I don't mean any disrespect. Just here to communicate and understand, that's all. That was a sheep. If you are here, either here or the room next door, can you touch one of those black bells for me? Just to let me know that you're here. All of a sudden I got busy with cars, and when I left my car to come up here, it was just still quiet. I'm actually going to get my K2 that I left on the table in next door here. I don't want to sweep around this room, there's nothing. Nothing. Not even getting it off the camera here, like so. I'll leave that a little distance away. There's another, whoops. There's another device on the floor there. Would you like to come and touch that and make the lights light up on it for me? The reason why I'm asking you is just to let me know that you're here, that I can speak with you. I'll try and stand it up. No, it's not going to, is it? If you want to speak into the camera and use the camera to communicate, you feel free to do that as well if you want. If you want to convey a message to me, I may not hear it right now, but when I go home I can listen, and then I can come back. Do you understand that? If you do understand that, can you touch one of those bells? I just want to move this frame for a second. Move this frame for a second. I set down the camera. Very often you see a lot of people do is coming into an investigation and they're doing it for YouTube, and it's just non-stop talking the whole way through. What very often happens when people talk way too much is they could have communication through their recording device, like their camera, and they've just drawn that out because they feel like they have to entertain the viewers on YouTube. There's bits of rustling going on, but I think it's bushes or grass being blown outside. Can you knock on the floor if you can see and hear me right now? The one thing I learned as well is, do you know these puffed up jackets with the kind of a plastic outside on the jacket, and they make a noise every time you move your arms and stuff? Sometimes it's best not to wear those in an investigation. I have this woolly top and it doesn't make any noise, and that's the reason why I like this jacket. Sometimes it's the same with footwear. If you can wear soft footwear, you can eliminate some of the noise, you know. So whilst I don't have keychains, I made mistakes before, hanging the keys in my car off a hook on my trousers, and they were jangling about. You know? And wear clothing that makes as less noise as possible. I just want to go walk about. Bring the K2 with me, but if we get anything on the K2, I'll let you know. But very, very quiet today. Is there anyone in this hallway? If there's anyone in this hallway, there's a little black box in the middle of the floor. It will not harm you in any way. It's just a communication device. If you want to talk to me, you can come and ring that bell and let us know that you're here. Means I can talk to you then. Absolutely nothing here, folks. No stray radio signals or electronic signals or anything like that. So if there's anyone here, there's a little black box on the window. If you can go over and touch that and let us know that you're here, it means I can speak with you. If you wish. I'm not making any demands. If you wish to speak to me, you can touch one of those black boxes. If you don't want to speak to me, that's okay, I understand. It's very often, and I've had a habit of doing this myself, is coming into a location and asking the spirits to jump through hoops. You know, one way of asking the question is, if you could touch this device, it means that you can speak with me. Give it a purpose rather than say, can you do this, can you do that? I see so many people, and I've stopped watching a lot of channels because they make the same mistakes over and over again. Do this, do that, and then this provoking as well, it's not good. You don't provoke. You come in, you're actually coming into their space. You know, you don't have a right to be there. If they are present in that environment, you're coming into their space, and no matter what the history is, no matter how bad the history is, we've done investigations at Sharon Rectory, and it has a very bad history of negative paranormal activity. Now we're going in there without a full understanding of what that negativity is comprised of. So we don't go in there and say, oh, you're this and you're that because you done this and you're bad and all this kind of stuff. We went in there with the same respect as we go into any other place. Well, especially when people are living in that location, you know. But even if it's renowned for negativity and stuff like that, we don't fully understand how the negativity takes place. So why go into a location and start shouting your head off, you know? Thought I heard a bang there. But anyway, this is dead as a doornail too. So there's the backyard, back garden. Quite a big piece of land, but it's all gone to waste. There's these little schools. They closed down and the kids are put on buses and brought to bigger schools in bigger towns, you know. And that's what's happened here. But it would make a nice house, you know, it's a lovely location. Don't know what that noise was. If there's any presence here, can you make that noise again if it was you? Do you know what I think that was? There's a leak in the roof here, and that possibly it was water, a droplet of water falling. Come off this wood. Is there anyone here? Making knocking noise on a door? That's a drop. That's a water drop. Making knocking noise on the door. If you're present with us and you wish to communicate. It's definitely water. It sounds like water. See when you don't get responses and stuff? Whatever the communicators are, they don't owe you a damn thing. They don't have to do anything for you. You know, if they don't want to communicate, they don't have to. It's their choice, you know. Just trying to figure out where's the best way to put this camera. I know there's a bit of light coming in there, but voicemailer. Or I got a guy counter here. What I'm going to do? What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the Geiger counter. There's too much flipping light there. Right. That was me. If I can get something to prop that up a bit. Something for it to sit on. Like this equipment box. You'll hear a little clicking noise there, but that's it. That's it doing its reading, doing its thing. What it's doing is, it will do a run. It will do a run on the top, right? And that's the real reading. The blue reading is the real reading. The red reading, which doesn't read anything at the moment, will be the average, and underneath it is a trend where it goes up and down. It's a green graph that's right at the bottom, but that's not going to show a lot until this here does a full cycle. So after it does the full cycle, it will calculate an average. And you'll see the little graph is just starting to form. Is there anyone here to communicate? I have a white device, a white box here. If you want to communicate through this, if you want to communicate through this black box here, there's a black box in the hallway. And there's a black box in the middle of the floor in the next room. And if you wish to contact or speak with me, use any of those little black devices. Here's another device with a light on it if you want to use that to let us know that you're here. Go be quiet for a minute or so, folks, and then I'll start a spurt box and see if there be an environmental change of any kind. You can make a knocking noise if you're here. You can use that as well, or you can use the camera. There's a small light knock. Can you knock again from my place to confirm that it's you? That was me lighting a cigarette. farted. We don't have a full reading yet. We have a graph that's pretty much level at the moment. Just want to check to see, make sure there's no one outside. Right, I'm going to turn the spirit box on and see will it be an increase or a decrease or any effect on this graph here. I can see there that it had a little bit of a drop there, but we have a certain amount of gamma rays in the environment already. That just is an indicator. That is just a device for working in environments to make sure that people are safe. But the question is, can spirit energy manipulate those gamma rays? We don't know, and it's an experimental piece of equipment, you know. Can you speak with us again? If you can. I heard someone asking for help. If you want help, ask help, say help. Who's here?
So that's all. There's nobody.
Did someone ask for help? Oh, you can see there the red. You have your average there. A considerable dip since this spirit box went on, but not a huge one, like. So you can see there the red is your average, the blue is your actual, and the graph has been made out at the bottom. Can you tell me how many is here?
Cereal.
He said there was 2 earlier on. Is there still 2 here? Many people. I heard 3.
It's not oil. You can.
3. 2. See, very often when you come into a location, nothing is happening for a while. And sometimes you need to be there for a while before things start. And of course we don't know how things work, you know. Is it okay for me to be here? Are you able to see me and hear me? Yes? Yes or no? Sorry, I want to move this. That was me. Can you confirm communication by telling me what colour clothes I am wearing? If you can see me.
See what they say.
I'm going to walk out of the room for 2 minutes to see will it make any difference that I'm not here.
Christmas.
Tell us you're here.
Or like something. Right.
Any happy with it?
Can you show yourself as a ball of a light in the room if you're here?
Has to be up.
And then I can know you're here and you can speak with me.
That's made it all.
Only if you can.
You didn't see it. Another banker. This is opening. Can't I forget?
We're starting to get a little bit of a rise.
Is it speaking? There. Put it right back.
Not news.
It was not just just.
Do you not want to talk to me today? Teacher. This is a school. Is there any teachers here? Yes. What's the teacher's name? Can you tell me what the teacher's name is?
I hope you like. What's the skull?
How many teachers were in the school? Three. You got three the last time. I got three the last time as well. Even if I thought there was two, because it's two classrooms. Remember the last time I was here, I asked the same question about three. What's the teachers' names?
try to think what kind of mission
Here with you. Come. In life,
can't play, but it's
annual conference? It's a serious before my Wisconsin. Right. Now, here is James.
Right, I'm going to say goodbye.
Please let me.
Is there anything you want to say before I finish?
That makes me
Send her. I'll wait to go away. Hey, I'm to the oil.
People want to like.
Right, I'm going to say goodbye.
You get when you're John.
Can you say goodbye back to me?
Millions of people in the one up. It's pandemic. How did you get? How do all these people get? And as you.
If you have communicated with me, I want to say thank you. If you haven't communicated with me, that's okay. Thing I noticed with spirit boxes as well is people asking and asking and asking and sometimes talking over the responses. Sometimes when you ask the question, you need to leave time to get that response because you're working on their time, not ours, you know, and you know they don't have to answer you, but give them time to give a response. And that's why I started to learn to ask less questions and leave more gaps. Because if there is a response in there, if I'm talking an awful lot, there's a good chance that I could talk over one of those very, very good responses. So having the spirit box run without your voice interfering with it, you got better chance of having a clear response, you know. So what I'm doing now is asking less questions and leaving more gaps, and sometimes asking the same questions in a different format to try and get the same response to both of those questions. And that's greater validation, if you know what I mean. But let's see our graph here. It's up and down, but it's not huge. Like it's just I just wanted to try that out, you know. You know, people that do investigations and, you know, and they do it solely for YouTube, it's not a great way of doing it, because you gotta put the investigation first. Do you know? Yeah, we can go home and edit and present it well if we wish, or we can put it out raw, which is a lot of the time I do it raw. I don't cut out anything that nothing has happened, because it actually documents that nothing happened in that period of time. Or I might think that nothing happened in that period of time, and I'm listening over it and I missed something, and a viewer that's very often viewing with headphones catches it before I do, and it's happened a lot. Do you know? But you know, we come to these locations, you're not going to have action all the time, you know. But the very fact that you try, it's good, you know. Let's have a wee peep around. Even if I got nothing today, folks, I don't care. Because, well, I do, you know, but the fact that I made the effort to go out today, you know, was something. This is what looks like a staff bathroom, and a mirror that's still intact, you know. But basically that is it, you know. This is the whole place. Traffic seems to be a little bit heavier now. But on the other side of this, you've got another little shelter, you know. You know, but it's in a great setting. You're just overlooking the sea, and very often you can see the boats go by and everything, you know. If I was to convert this into a house, I would trim down them bushes a bit, so I'm able to see a bit more of the sea, you know. But oh, I know where that bench was. That bench was along here the last time I was here. But there is the plaque. It's 1958, folks, and you can see some of the writing here. It's in Irish. Skull Murra. But Murra, I think it's Mary. But yeah, it's 1958. Not a huge amount of history, to be honest with you. But there's the other shelter, and but we got out today, you know. It's something. Let's sit in here for a couple of minutes. But you never know when you're going to get a little bit of action. I'm going to go now. If you can hear me, and you want to respond by making a knocking noise, or any kind of noise, feel free to do it now before I leave and say goodbye. Or you can use the bell in the middle of the floor. Right, I'm gonna finish this up. See, sometimes I'm after standing on one. Investigations sometimes aren't as exciting as they're made out at times. We've plenty of activity here on the last one, but not much today. But it's the effort that counts. Folks, I am going to leave it for now, and I will see you in the next one. And thank you for watching.